I'd like to thank Mr. Irfan Aleem, Chief Economist, Policy and Research at the Ministry of Finance, for joining us today at the Economist Roundtable this morning. Thank you for being with us here, Mr. Irfan. It was a pleasure to host you and to hear your valuable insights. Mr. Irfan, can you please elaborate on the Ministry of Finance's new role in economic planning, considering the recent reorganization?
The mandate of the Ministry of Finance in terms of economic affairs, which is now being headed by Saud Al-Attiyah, the Deputy Under Secretary for Economic Affairs at the Ministry of Finance, is very broad, and its importance is reflected in the three departments that come under Saud Al-Attiyah. The first department deals with economic research, and the second deals with economic competitiveness, and the third one deals with international relations. The first area, which is economic research, is focusing on looking at the current state of the national economy and the global economy and the new developments that are taking place and what are the implications of these things. It's also looking at the economic policies and research that are important for Qatar and to draw the implications of these policies on Qatar's future. And we develop economic models, we do analysis and studies to assess these things. The second area that this economic research department covers is also economic indicators, and we develop a database which helps us to project and to monitor developments using a dashboard to monitor what are the things that are happening. The second department covers the second area of the work that we are doing, which feeds into economic planning, and that is international competitiveness. There we are obviously looking at the various dimensions of Qatar's international competitiveness, not looking only at the international benchmarks, but also our own assessments of where Qatar's economy is. The critical thing is to see, for example, what is the level of diversification that is taking place, and that gives you an idea of its competitiveness. And this is a very important monitor, which may not always looked at by the international benchmarks. The third area, which is international relations, we are looking at Qatar's role in the various international institutions where Qatar holds membership, including the World Bank, the Asian Investment Fund, as well as various GCC institutions. And so we try to keep on top of the issues that are being discussed in these institutions, what type of support role that Qatar can play in these things, and also to provide information for collaboration on various visits that the Minister of Finance or other senior officials will be taking place to these institutions and provide them with the necessary data and reports to keep them informed.
Thank you for that, Mr. Irfan. On to my next question. How important of a role do you believe the financial sector is for the diversification of our economy, of the Qatar economy?
Let me put on my hat as an economist first. The financial sector is essentially the brains of the economy. What it does is to allocate resources to various sectors, to various projects, and those sectors then have an impact on the performance of the whole economy. So the role that financial sector plays in allocating resources is very critical for the efficient functioning of the economy. It is playing an important role in the allocation of resources. I should also add that the results that we have seen in terms of productivity of the financial sector shows that the Qatar's financial sector is doing very well and it's playing a critical role in the economy, and in terms of productivity is very high.
Off of that point, seeing that the detailed study kind of showcased the productivity trends of Qatar's financial and insurance sectors, what are your main recap or conclusions on this report?
It's a very important question. We have been looking at this issue for the last year and a half as part of the deliberations of the Economist Roundtable, which were initiated 3 years ago. And productivity has been an important issue, and particularly focused on financial productivity. The main findings show, first of all, that the productivity in Qatar has been declining steadily for the past decade. And this has coincided with lower growth and shows that the lower productivity is in fact driving the lower growth also. So it's very critical to find ways and means to enhance the productivity of the economy. Because at the end of the day, the question is why to focus on productivity? And productivity reflects the main source of wealth of a country. And so it's important to assess this source. The second thing that we have also found is that its financial sector has been doing exceptionally well. There are 4 sectors that are highly productive. The highest productivity sectors are manufacturing, financial services, professional services, and information technology. And so the obvious solution is to enhance the size of these 4 sectors, to enhance growth. And the results show that the highest productivity is that of the financial sector, in fact, and its productivity has reached the same level as that of the oil and gas sector. And so I think the main thrust has been to understand why the productivity of the financial sector has been so high and what needs to be done to expand the financial sector, because expanding the financial sector will enhance the growth of the economy.